Godzilla versus the Avengers, the new Avengers specifically. So very excited for this issue. This is one of the latest in these new Godzilla versus Marvel one-shots they're doing, and I love this Lionel Francis Yu cover. He's one of my favorite artists, and this looks so good, capturing that original new Avengers lineup team. That is so cool. This book reads so much like the original New Avengers series that I was surprised that Brian Michael Bendis didn't write it himself. But this Walker fella does a great job capturing the voice of all the characters, specifically from that era, being written by that one dude. And the artwork here looks great too. I just really feel that this issue is a good amalgamation of that whole time period. As far as the Avengers go, with Maria Hill, how the whole thing is done in semi-flashback, how everyone talks way too much and is a bit too jokey. Just all the dialogue feels so organically 2000s. Like, I would not have batted an eye if this came out in like 2007. And and I just happened to read it then, like 2007, 2009, somewhere around there. But we get some really great action, and the whole story is pretty much Godzilla and Feng Fang Foom get into a big battle, and a giant robot shows up while the Avengers try and stop the damage and rescue people. And we see everyone being heroic and doing great stuff. It's real cool. This isn't even my favorite lineup of the Bendis era New Avengers, but it's cool, and it's fun seeing them all together again like this, and getting a bit of a nostalgic flashback. And how crazy is that we're at a point where Bendis New Avengers is a nostalgic thing, a throwback to better days. But yeah, that new robot is Jet Jaguar. He's showing up. Oh, and how cool is this? I haven't picked up new Spider-Man books in a while, but I think I might check out what's going on with Spidey, because, Joe Kelly, I love his work on various different stuff. When I was a teenager, his run on Deadpool was one of the things that I stuck with comics and was getting into it, even in my teens. But fun stuff, and I really like his Spider-Man work, especially during the Brand New Day. Anyhow, this ain't a Spider-Man video, but that's exciting, and I think I'm going to check that out when it comes out. But this right here, real cool page, Jet Jaguar showing up and getting in on the action, and that's when we get the cool credits page like we've gotten in all these books. It's the same credits page. I like how it's done. Looks real nice, and we can see here the artist, Jeanty here, looking good. Walker does a great job capturing the voice. I dig it. This is a whole lot of fun, but especially just how the panels are laid out, and it just, like, the faces on the people, just how it's set up and everything. It just feels very much a period piece, like it came out in a certain era. And it also has the 2000s era Godzilla, like literally the Godzilla in this book is the Godzilla 2000s. Which kind of leads me to believe what I was saying before, that each one of these books tends to capture the vibe of the decade that it's doing. So this one is doing the decade of the 2000s, and we're fighting the 2000s era Godzilla, and it's being done in a very 2000s-y comic way. I appreciate that. That's cool. And if it's completely unintentional, then it's happened on a number of the issues in order. So I don't know what to say, but that's what I'm picking up on, and this does such a great job capturing the vibe. You got Maria Hill, you got these flashbacks. These kids are really of no consequence. I don't remember them from an actual story, but I do like how they're tying the one girl into the actual Godzilla lore, and having her uncle be the one who built the original Jet Jaguar bot. That's cool. I dig having her in that, but I don't recognize or know the other two guys here and what's going on with them. But they build the Jet Jaguar. It gets in the middle of this tussle between everybody, and unfortunately it kind of steers the damage back towards the population instead of away into the ocean, which is what the Avengers were trying to do with Godzilla and Fin Fang Foom. But I enjoy the silliness of this fight. It's great seeing this Avenger team going at it again, and I love the back and forth dialogue and such from everybody. And it's fun just to get new content of old feeling things, you know? But this did hurt. I didn't like seeing Fin Fang Foom stuck in this prison barrier thing. A little degrading for my boy, but he suffered worse fare in Next Wave, so. But yeah, he gets humiliated pretty hard in this issue between Godzilla and S.H.I.E.L.D. But look at this page right here. Just this big page of little blocks and text, and tell me that isn't making you think of 2000s comic books. Oh man, but I'm loving it. I had a great time with this issue. Whole lot of fun. The action is good. I love the jokey reveal of just like how badly Fin Fang Foom got schooled by Godzilla and how he don't give a crap. But I tell you, Foom, he wants that King of the Monster title, and Godzilla, man, he just shrugging his shoulder because he ain't worried about it. He knows the title is already his. I gotta say, this right here, Wolverines and Deadpools, I know I ain't paying attention to too much, but it feels like there's multiples of everybody now. Like we've got Moon Knights, there's Daredevils, there's Wolverines, there's Deadpools, there's Spider-Men. Like, can we just have something stand on its own? You know, not everything needs a whole family of themselves. But that said, I've never read anything by Cody Ziegler, but that is a fun sounding name to say. Ziegler sounds like a candy. But how cool is this page? What was I doing lingering on that last one when we had this one right here to look at? So very fun. All this action. We're seeing all the various Avengers do something cool. And I love how Spider-Man is on the rescue every time we see him in one of these shots. And hey, you know, that's what he does really well as far as these situations. What's he going to do up against Godzilla or stopping Fin Fang Foom? He ain't doing a damn thing, but he can sure help the people who were caught in the crossfire. But yeah, so I had a lot of fun with this. I love the jokey tone of the book. I love how well it just feels steeped in the decade where it takes place. This feels like I was reading 2000s era New Avengers. Like, maybe not exactly perfectly like Bendis' voice for the characters, but it very much felt like that era and that just that slice of the pie, you know. I totally would have bought this as just like a fill-in thing from that era. Like it's just been in the in the Marvel in the Marvel shelves in the back room for like a decade or two, and they just found the script. But whole lot of fun. Some great variant covers here too that I really dig, but I'm so glad to get the cover that I did. That one's really cool there. Nick Bradshaw. I like this one too with the Jet Jaguar. That's cool. This one has a blacklight poster feel to me. I wish it... Come on, zoom. There we go. There we go. And we got some other ones that look pretty cool too. I like this one here, but it only has Iron Man, so that's a bit disappointing since it's an Avenger thing. This one's really cool too. Was that Tony Daniel? Okay, that makes sense. That totally makes sense. I'm not the biggest fan of him, Michael Allard, but I know a bunch of people love him. It's a style, it's just not quite mine. Ooh, but Godzilla vs. Thor coming up in a bit, so I'll be excited to check that one out too when I get to it. And looks like they're rebooting Fantastic Four again, but same writer, so I don't know why you're doing that. Stop being afraid of big numbers on a title. When I was a kid, I just thought that meant a book was good if it was running a while. Stop canceling stuff. Especially if it's an ongoing. Fantastic Four should have never renumbered. It should be on like issue 1,000 plus by now, I would think. But man, I had so much fun with this. A real good time. Thank you for joining me. It's such a delight reading books and just being thoroughly pleased with them, and this is one of them. Highly recommend it. Grab whatever cover you can, but this is definitely one worth owning. And overall, most of these Godzilla Marvel one-shots have been real fun. The only one I recall not actually really being enthusiastic about was the Hulk one, but like, the Spider-Man one was pretty good. This one was fantastic. The X-Men one was just phenomenally fun as far as like pure comic bookiness. And like that Fantastic Four one is just one of the best comics I've read in years as far as like pure enjoyment. Like it was just the pinnacle of what like you're expecting and want from a comic like this. So this crossover has been fantastic overall, even with one dud in the mix. And it's not over yet, so we still got a couple more issues to look at. Looking forward to it. Thank you for joining me on my rambling journey, and we'll see you more later.